Good afternoon, respected Chairman Sir, my seniors from AICT, representatives from various institutes. I warmly welcome you all in to launch of a special drive under AICT MODROB 2025 scheme. This scheme is mainly for the modernization and removal of obsolescence. We formally start this program. More details will be discussed by my senior Professor Siddhalinga Swami. We will formally start this program by lighting the lamp and Saraswati Vandana. I will request my team for the same. Manali, kindly start. Lamp lighting.
Sure.
Now I will request Advisor Scholarship and Grant Bureau, Dr. N.F. Siddhalinga Swami, for the brief about special drive under MODROB 2025 scheme. Over to you, sir.
Presentation was shared.
Did you share?
Yes. So once again, I welcome all the representatives who are representing different institutions across the country for this relaunch of MODROB scheme. This is one of the oldest scheme run by AICT, and so now once again in a new format. So we are relaunching this particular scheme again in the year 2025-26. So this is, as I mentioned, one of the oldest scheme under AICT quality improvement schemes of All India Council for Technical Education. So this particular scheme is targeted to improve the infrastructure facilities, especially in order to, remove the old and obsolete equipments in that laboratory with the change in technology and with the change in the scenario in the technical education. So, but this time through this relaunch of this MODROB scheme, so we are targeting not just going for that traditional way of changing or removing that old equipments in that existing lab. So this time it is targeted to establish a AI integrated lab setup in all these institutions which are going to get the funding under this particular scheme. And this time we are targeting the tier 2 and tier 3 city institutions, especially that rural institutions and that too that government institutions, and also from the aspirational districts. And apart from that, we are also targeting NER state, the institutions, and Jammu Kashmir state, also including the Ladakh, which is the Union Territory. So this is the objective of this thing, as I mentioned, in order to upgrade that equipments and software as per the industry needs. And of course, AI integration is the most focused thing as far as this particular relaunch MODROB scheme is concerned. Next slide, please. And with this, the relaunch of this one, I mean, this MODROB scheme, and definitely the facilities which are going to be created under this particular, this one is not like earlier time, like if a mechanical department is going for a modernization of any of their lab, it is going to help only the mechanical students of that particular institution. But whereas this time the target is to create a common center facility by integrating AI in any of the lab, so that this common center facility is going to help the entire institution. And apart from that, it is also going to help the faculty members for R&D purpose and also for innovation things. And as a matter of fact, and as per the latest policy and the guidelines issued from AICTE, so we are having in all our AICTE approved institutions R&D center. So as a part of that also, this particular initiative is going to help, it will going to fulfill a part of that R&D initiative or R&D cell. And also the facilities created under this one is open to the nearby colleges and the schools. So we have now come out with that compartmentalization or only the institutionalization of using the facilities. Now the facilities, whatever the facilities created by any institution through any of the schemes, I mean funding under either Government of India or by AICTE or by any other source, all these facilities should be open to the other institutions, even the students of the nearby colleges and schools also. So here we are having a two category. The first category is the government institutions and government university departments from aspirational districts, NER states and Jammu Kashmir. So here that institutions need to be in existence for 10 years, and there is a kind of this thing, I mean for aspirational districts, they need to have 5 years of their existence instead of 10 years compared to the others. And one more criteria which the institutions need to fulfill is in the last 3 years, the institution should have at least 50% of that overall admission. And every institution is permitted to submit a maximum of 3 proposals. In case if it is an engineering college running more than 3 or 4 branches, from each branch 1 proposal is permitted. Like that, a maximum of 3 proposals can be submitted, and the same department or same branch is not permitted to submit more than 1 proposal. This time the main reason for that one is here whichever department is going to get the fund or grants under this particular scheme, the facility going to be created is for all. That is why the kind of giving to a particular branch or particular department will not going to have any specific this thing, I mean sense. So in that context we have made it like that. Next slide please. Then the category 2, so here government institutions or the university departments mainly from the rural areas from other states other than this NER, Jammu Kashmir and aspirational districts. Whereas here all the institutions which are located in the rural part as per the definition of this Government of India, they are all eligible to get funds under this particular relaunch of this MODROB scheme. And again the institutions need to be in existence for 10 years, and again they have average 50% of that admission in that last 3 years, and also 3 proposals will be permitted by an institution and not more than 1 by any branch. And so here the preference will be given to those institutions or the university departments which have not received any funds under MODROB in the last 10 years. So that we can reach out to more number of institutions, because this particular scheme is there for long, and many of our institutions have got funds under this particular scheme in one or the other way. Next slide please. So duration of the project is for the 2 years, and as per the standard policy of All India Council for Technical Education, all the institutions are requested to start the program within 6 months from the receipt of the first installment money in their account, and they should complete that entire project within 2 years. Means the facility should be put into use in less than 2 years period by completing in all respect. So the fund will be dispersed 80% in that first installment, and the second is the 20%, and of course there is a 85% of non-recurring and 15% of a recurring component will be there. And here this time like that last time, we used to have a 20 lakh rupees as the maximum funding limit, but this time even that funding limit is also enhanced to 30 lakh rupees instead of 20 lakh rupees. Means every proposal will going to fetch 30 lakh rupees grants as the funds to the institution, and a total number of proposals we are going to permit under this relaunch for the first year in 25-26 is 500 proposals of the projects. So anyway, first of all, the preference will be given one proposal per institution, and depending upon that number of proposals and that meeting that eligibility criteria and other things, there is a likely possibility that some of the university departments or the institutions may also get more than one proposal. But the preference will be given first one for every institutions kind of a thing, and then it will go for this. Next slide, please. So the processing anyway, entire processing is through online. Already portal is ready, and from today itself, the portal will be open to the institution for submitting their application. And here the same portal which the institutions are using for approval process on the same platform, this particular MODROB portal through this relaunch also is open. And the institutions can use the same, and of course they are already well familiar with how they can use the portal for approval process, and the similar manner they can also apply. It is made very simple, and we are going to share the user manual and also that complete scheme guidelines for the benefit of the institutions. And the screening and scrutiny of the applications will be done in a single lot, and we are going to announce the list of all the qualified or the selected institutions and by the expert committee. So anyway, final decision, as I mentioned, is like the first preference will be given one proposal per institution, and there is a likely possibility more than one also can be considered in respect of some institutions, depending upon that number of proposals we are going to receive. And anyway, there will be a monitoring or the review on a quarterly basis. This is the first time we are planning to have that regular monitoring, so that there should not be any lapses or there should not be any kind of a shortcomings in the implementation of this particular scheme. And also we wanted to see that all the institutions who are going to get selected under this particular scheme should successfully complete the project within the stipulated period. For that, we are going to have that review on a quarterly basis, and we are going to help them in case of any issues or any problems to implement the project in a proper and in a satisfactory way. Next slide, please. Yes, see here, as I mentioned in the beginning, the main importance or that crux of this particular relaunch of this particular scheme is the integration of AI in whatever the labs they are going to establish, and that particular thing will be going to be used as a common center facility. And also it should be aligned with the AICTE model curriculum, because already AICTE has released the model curriculum even for that UG and as well as for the diploma this thing. And proposals emphasizing on interdisciplinary applications will be given more preference. Anyway, as I mentioned, it is a common center facility. Naturally, the facilities created will going to be helping all the branches irrespective of whatsoever, whether it is engineering, again within that different branches. Yes, nice. So for more information, it's available, means that scheme guidelines and other things, right from today itself, all the information will be made available, including that portal. Portal is also ready, and immediately after this program, this thing we are going to communicate to all the institutions so regarding this availability of the scheme document, and also user manual, how to use the portal and how they can upload that information on the portal for this scheme. Yes, thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir, for explaining this special drive in such a nice manner. Now, I would like to request Honorable Member Secretary, AICTE, Professor Rajiv Kumar, sir, for opening remarks, please. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Honorable Chairman AICTE, my fellow colleagues from AICTE, and participants, those who are joining this program online. Very good afternoon to each and everyone. Now, first of all, I congratulate SAG Bureau for coming out with this revised MODROB scheme. And as you already pointed out, that it's a very old scheme of AICTE, but now the scheme has been totally revamped, incorporating the new technologies, giving more emphasis on new emerging areas, technologies, how best you can utilize these new emerging areas in your laboratories. So you need some funding, and this scheme has now opened only for the government and the government aided institutions, particularly in remote, rural and aspirational district and Jammu and NER region, Jammu and Kashmir. So all. So I hope our rural institutions, which those who are working in remote areas, they should go through this scheme. They should take advantage, maximum advantage, because this scheme is particularly for the government institutions, government aided institutions, and these institutions, they should be in the remote areas, rural areas, aspirational districts, Jammu and Kashmir and northeastern state. So I hope you will take most advantage of this scheme. And how many projects we are sanctioning?
500.
And the projects we are sanctioning they are 500. It's quite large number of projects we are sanctioning. So you have good chances of getting this project. So all the best for getting this project. Thank you very much. Namaskar.
Thank you, sir, for your kind remarks. Now, I would like to request our honorable chairman for the official launch of this special drive. I also request, sir, kindly address the gathering with your kind words, please.
So very good morning to all of you. Professor Rajiv Kumar, Member Secretary, AICTE, Siddhalinga Swami, Advisor, and all the officers, AICTE assembled here, and all the institutional principals and the deans, directors who have joined online. So I see almost 730 institutions have joined. And I'm very happy to launch this special drive under AICTE Modernization and Removal of Obsolescence, MODROBS 25-26. In the revised guidelines, most importantly, see, we all now made research and development as a mandatory at all our institutions, establishing R&D cell. And then also IICs, all of your institutions already established innovation cells. So now we also have launched several projects where some funding is given to augment research and innovation at your institution. So here today we are launching for modernization and removal of obsolescence, that too keeping in mind the new developments, artificial intelligence. And also most of my government institutions are rural part of India. I don't know whether this 10 years still should be applicable. It's like this government.
I think I should remove
Okay.
it.
We should remove that.
Okay.
Why? Because 10 years of existence maybe puts a restriction to only good institutions who are really good.
Yes.
We should not bar even the smaller colleges, engineering colleges, which are government.
Yes.
Because there are a lot of state government in the aspirational districts. I think this 10-year existence you should eliminate.
Yes.
And let us see a good project come from even
New
the new institution from engineering college. Why not?
Sure, sir.
Okay, maybe they might need it better. So the 10 years go.
We will bring that.
And this scheme is, I think, come with the new changes now. So watch out and fill all the necessary documents, and also write the proposal appropriately to meet the requirements of the call, so that you will be selected. 500 is a very good number across the country, and there will be a special treatment for aspirational districts and also Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh regions.
Yes, NER also.
NER also, Northeastern region also. So I urge the institutions in the Northeast and J&K and Ladakh to also participate in big numbers, make use of this facility so that we can train our new generation, engineering and diploma students with the new facilities and infrastructure. Today evening, we have launched that CEEE Center for Engineering, Education and Excellence. Today, actually, Honorable Mr. Narayan Murthy is going to launch from IIT Delhi. But again, we did the program at AICTE already. The support of Indian National Academy of Engineering
And Infosys.
and Infosys Foundation and 5 IITs, senior IITs. And the teachers of engineering colleges will be trained to how to teach the courses, basic courses in engineering. A pedagogical approach will be presented by the senior IIT professors who are really accomplished researchers and innovators themselves will be involved to teach this course. Infosys Foundation has granted 38 crores towards this, and INAE and AICTE will jointly collaborate and identify teachers to be trained in this. So we have close to about 4,000 plus teachers will be trained in a span of 3 years. So they will be spending some time at all the IITs. So these are all actually why I am mentioning that that's happening today evening at IIT Delhi. These are all to see that our infrastructure and the both scientific as well as intellectual infrastructure is provided with the good training of teachers, facilitators available to our students, engineering college students. Because today our engineering colleges have done a tremendous job. As AICTE has democratized the engineering education. Today we have engineering college in Lakshadweep, Andaman and Nicobar Island. So that means we have democratized the engineering education. Those who anybody dreams of doing engineering, there is an opportunity. And more than about how many seats we are allocated? 20 lakhs. 2 million students we are seeing.
Yes.
I mean, at least opportunity.
Opportunity.
Maybe 1.5 will join.
Yes.
The end. So this is the kind of numbers what we are talking about, which has made the world sit up and look at what India is doing. Because we have generated engineering graduates of very good quality for a long period of time. And our engineering graduates are now present in every country of the world, every company of the world. Okay. So they are omnipresent. That too, these are all achieved the last 25 years, 30 years. Yes. With a gross enrollment ratio of 28 or 29%. So as per national education policy, we are going to touch 50% by 2035. That is our goal. If that happens, our engineers will be omnipresent everywhere. So with that hope, and they have not just produced very ordinary engineers, they should be good quality engineers to upskill and upgrade the facilities. These are the schemes that we have done. And I am very sure this AICTE modernization and removal of obsolescence will play a major role in reaching those goals. So I wish all of you the very best. So compete, because this is a sort of a, we have large number of institutions, I've already told you. We have 3,500 diploma colleges and 2,900 plus engineering colleges. So I think we have a large number and also several programs. Because he is now telling us that 3 programs, they can apply.
Yes, sir.
So that means you can see the number of projects we can expect.
Yes.
So we wish you the very best and do a good job so that you are selected under this very tough competition. So, namaskar, Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir, for your words of wisdom. I would request all the institute participants kindly visit the institutional development cell schemes on the AICT website for more details about the scheme. A link is also given for the applications. And with the permission of the chair, I would like to formally close this program. Thank you. Thank you for joining.
Very good job.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, excellent job. Because so the dream, we all discussed MODROBS को,
और 10 साल का सपना
I think with this all most of the schemes are